Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another pre-game Montreal Canadiens, game number 56. Today, they are in Edmonton Oilers. I'm going to provide you every information you need to know. And then stay until the end of the video because I'm going to give you a specific stat of the Montreal Canadiens on where you don't never see those kind of stats. So watch this until to the end. So don't go nowhere. I'm going to bring to you everything what you need to know tonight for the game between your Bleu Blanc Rouge versus the Oilers. Here we go. You know what's going on right here. Yes, right there. We're looking for a subscriber. We're looking also to click on the likes and tell me what you think about the game to Montreal tonight versus the Edmonton Oilers. Tell me your prediction. What do you expect from the Montreal Canadiens tonight? So let's dive in about what you need to know. You know how this works. We give you all the information. Let's start with the start of the game. First of all, the game starts at 7 o'clock. We do the play-by-play tonight. Join us with the Hockey Nation Live Show family. The Montreal Canadiens won the last game. They are a differential of a minus 78. They are number 8 in the Atlantic Division, and they are at the bottom, of course, of the NHL. They are 14-34-7 at that moment. They are 6-4-0 the last 10 games. On the road, they are 6-17-6. For the Edmonton, they lost the last game and overtime against the Chicago Blackhawks. They are number 3rd on the Pacific Division. They are in the middle of the battle with Vegas and the Los Angeles Kings for a spot in the playoff. They have a differential of plus 7. They are 30-21-4 this season. They are 6-3-1 the last 10 games, and at home they are 14-7-1. The power play Oilers, of course, they are number 3rd, one of the best in the NHL. Montreal at the bottom. The short-handed PK 26 and Montreal 31. They are both struggle on the special team for the PK. The goals for unbelievable 3.25 for Edmonton Oilers. Montreal are 31. The goal again, Montreal are the last with 3.82 versus 3.18 for the Oilers. The shot for, they shoot a lot. They are number 2 in NHL versus Montreal 25th. Finally, the face-off. Great performance, Oilers overall for the center. 7 in NHL, Montreal is 23rd. The best for the Montreal Canadiens, Suzuki right now is looking great the last couple of games. He has 37 points this season. Anderson, 15 goals. Allen and Montembeault are stuck at 5 WH. Finally, Chariot still lead with 23-25. For the Edmonton Oilers, it's always been Draisaitl and McDavid. Draisaitl with 38 goals and McDavid 79 point, and then Draisaitl is at 78. Koskinen had the most W at 19 this season of the 30 game they win this year. Nurse is at 26-15 as a TOR. They're shopping up. You already know what's going on. I make a mistake. The game starts at 7 o'clock in Edmonton. Montembeault versus Koskinen. The time I record this video, it's early in the morning. So yeah, maybe some change before one of you watching this video until the beginning of the season, the game tonight. Unfortunately, I could not do it late afternoon. The last 5 games, Montembeault is in, by the way, for confirm. Last 5 games, Montreal is 4-1-0, differential of plus 5. They struggle on power play, like we know, 1-15, PK 6-18, that's not better. And Suzuki have 8 points the last 5 games. Anderson 5 goals, Suzuki 5 assists. Chariot is at plus 7. Again, the Edmonton guy limited their speed with a gap control. I'm going to give you a little bit more information next couple of minutes. Out of the play box, forecheck hard on the D and also on the forward. The player to watch for the Edmonton, of course, is Draisaitl, McDavid, Evander Kane now, Zeman, and on defense now you have also a Nurse or a Bouchard. 2 other best defensemen. Here we go. The next thing you need to know, the last 10 games, Montreal Canadiens are 6-4-0. They have a differential of minus 7. The power play guy only 2-32. They struggle so much. 14-44. This is not better than PK. I already mentioned this guy. This is not good enough for the Montreal Canadiens. Here we go. The French corner. That's what you love to hear from me. Game number 56, at that moment, like I mentioned for the recording this video, Montembeault is in the net there because Amon is out with an injury, is on ER. They call up Caden Primo yesterday, so he's going to be joined as a backup for the Montreal Canadiens. We expect Perrault in because Jake Haven is out with an injury the last game against the Calgary Flames. At that moment is a day-to-day. Would be interesting to follow with that part. Do we have other modification for Martin St. Louis? One, maybe I would not be surprised is Schoenemann back in the lineup as the defenseman and the healthy scratch Clagu. That's the only thing I'm looking for. The rest of the lineup, I see the same kind of roster. The stop between blue line. What are you talking about? Because the speed of the Oilers, like McDavid and Tresolo, faster and closer you can stop their speed earlier, you're going to much farther route, and that will be easier for Montreal Canadiens. So the cap control and the way they don't give him space to skating between the two blue line, that were helping Montreal Canadiens. If you open up the blue line both in the middle, you're going to get beat. The entrance will be difficult to control because you have too much speed. And when you go backwards on the crossover, you cannot do anything about that. So Montreal Canadiens have to be sure they have a great cap control and always have someone jump on again, McDavid or Tresolo right away. Don't get that speed between both blue line. That's what will be my strategy to stop Tresolo and McDavid. Of course, on the defensive side, everything like that, when I said awareness and communication, is to be sure because now Montreal play a man-to-man less as a 2-1-2 in the past with Trump. A man-to-man, you have to be sure you follow the right guy. If ever you lose this guy, you have to have a better communication between both players and the team. So say, hey, I forgot number, or I maybe drop him, or I maybe, hey, check 44. And all right, I shift, I switch. Go low. Communication and the defensive zone is really important when you play man-to-man. And that would be really, for me, something to check for the Montreal Canadiens against the Oilers. The HABS special team struggle. I listening to Martin St. Louis yesterday talk about, look, when I came here, I really focused on the 5 versus 5. We understand we don't do well on the power play, but if you can win those games when you play 5-5, at some point, the power play is going to take care by itself. So right now, we want to be sure we play good on 5 versus 5, and that's what my energy and my focus here. We're going to take care a little bit more of the power play, but right now the power play is struggled because I will tell you why. They don't have a really good quarterback. The puck movement is not good enough, and they are not tape to tape. And those little details, I believe, is a struggle for them. Secondly, the players on the ice, I don't understand for me. I would change the lineup of the 5 players, keep them for about 70, 80 seconds, maybe 90 seconds, and maybe keep one of them maybe 2 minutes. But when you try to place 10 players, I don't get it. The Gallagher time on the power play, put him out. It's not, and I don't go deeper with that part of there yet, but I feel like Martin said with one area he struggled right now, it's maybe on the special team for them. Oilers injury, they have also a lot over there. You talk about RNH, all right? You talk about Tyson Barrie now. We have Pilger Jervy is out. They have Cashin is out. Chris Russell is out. So this is really a team also like Montreal with a lot of injuries. This Oilers is all about McDavid and Tresolo. When they perform and they score and they get their points, they are very hard to stop them. And when they are off, the team don't go nowhere. And more right now with all the kind of injury they have to be sure those 2 players step up and they can contribute a lot. Last game, Montreal lost 7-2 against them. Unfortunately, Tresolo have 2 points, but McDavid was 0. The other point I will send to you about the Oilers is about Koskinen. A lot of people complaining about Koskinen. He have 19 W this year, guys. He do well right now for the last 5-6 games. I think sometimes we every time we talk about Edmonton as the goalie. I believe for them the biggest problem is their depth on the forward and also on the defenseman. That's why they struggle a lot. And I think for Montreal, have an opportunity again, the Duncan Key, the CC, the two rookie they have at the number 5 and 6. When you have them, forecheck hard, forecheck hard. That would be another avenue for the Montreal to win again the Oilers. So the next one I want to talk about, guys, I'm going to be quick here. I'm going to step here because I have a lot of stuff for you for a new stat. So take a time to stop the video to check the categories between both teams. On that one over there, the play driving for them. Montreal, of course, Oilers dominate most of the categories. This is the offense for the Montreal Canadiens versus the Oilers. Again, check the video and stop it. The roster, this is not complete because you're going to see maybe a change. Jake Evans is out now. Perreault is back. Pessoa is back. And Armia is back. So don't worry about my roster for today because it's not confirmed everything. Same thing for the Montreal Canadiens. Here for the Oilers, at that moment I'm talking to you, it's not confirmed yet. The only problem I would say to you is the situation with Dyson Barrie. It's possible he's out for the lineup tonight. So again, don't take those kind of roster like confirmed. It's far to be confirmed. I want to bring a couple of information here and why I really read every day. The 2021 5 versus 5 scoring chance. Look, Toronto is dominate. They have a lot of scoring chance. That's not said they score all the time, but I give you an idea. Montreal right now, you can see they are maybe at 17 in NHL. They are at 0.3 chance to score a 5 versus 5. So it's not too bad. The next one I want to talk about is the zone entries. How are the players entering the offensive zone? And you can see right there is the New Jersey, really impressive with the Florida Panthers. They don't dump the puck a lot, so they control the puck more like any other team. And Montreal, again, they are maybe lower at the middle. They are at 52% compared. They are, like I mentioned, the middle of the league. X goal for 4 versus X goal again. Look, Montreal Canadiens, the only player is really two-way dominant. The great is Arturi Lehkonen. Everything happening when Gallagher to fully was with the Montreal Canadiens, honestly, is there with Cole Caulfield. And then down bad, you can see most of Montreal Canadiens versus goal 4 versus goal again. They gave more goal again at goal 4. And that's what we said all the time, whereas Lehkonen is doing very well for the Montreal Canadiens. The next stat I want to talk about, this is the 5 versus 5 shot and pass, how the players are creating offensive. You said, wow, Gallagher, it is because he's helping to create offense in front of the net. That's the reason why. We have a couple of shooters, Lehkonen, Anderson, Caulfield. They are the 3 dominate over there. The primary shot assist at the bottom, you can see right there. And the playmaker, for Montreal, it was Jonathan Drouin right there, Devorak, and Jake Evans. The zone of pain, you can see Zuski, Armia, Paquette, and Hoffman, where they are below of average on both sides for creating offense, passing. The zone exit, this compared for all the team in the NHL. Look, Montreal, at the bottom left corner, where is a zone of pain, which defensemen are turning puck retrieval into a zone exit. And you can see right now, the Montreal are not very good on the successful zone exit and versus exit with possession. When the Montreal keep the puck a little bit longer compared, they do a lot of breakout. The next one I want to talk about is a 5 versus 4 power play. Look, where are they, the players from Montreal Canadiens? All at the bottom corner, where they cannot pass the puck a lot and they struggle. The reason they are at the bottom in NHL compared to other team, the graphic does not lie, to be honest with you. And finally, the 5 versus 4 power play zone entrance, where the Montreal, again, they are at the left side, where they control the entrance versus the setup entrance. You can see Montreal is maybe the worst in NHL. You can see because the power play struggle all year long. So look, this video is a bit longer. Do not focus too much on the roster. Focus more what I talk about the the system, how they can play against the Oilers tonight. And also look the stat at the end of the video. I think they already give you an idea where we're at right now at that moment for the Montreal Canadiens. Again, other team and friend players, how they perform for the Montreal Canadiens. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please, before we leave, subscribe, click on the likes, and of course, tell me your prediction of the game. And I look forward to see you tonight, 7 o'clock, to do the game play-by-play with the hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchy, for the Hockey National Show.